In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. Don't let the sadness of your past and the fear of your future ruin the happiness of your present. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue to count. End quote.
Game over.
Every breath that I'm taking, I can feel that they hating. They've been patiently waiting, but I know I can make it through the pain and the lies. Just look me in my eyes. This is not a disguise, but together we rise. I do this for the fans, family and my friends. You gotta look within, believe and know that you can win. So be proud of yourself, cause I'm proud of me. Let your light shine bright so the world can see. A wise man once told me.
Hey everybody, how you doing today? This is Tony Miller Jr., the influential mouthpiece, and today we're going to be talking about the Leadership Pedestal. And before I get started, I just want to dedicate this episode to my side brothers at Georgia Southwestern State University, because if it wasn't for those guys holding me to that certain leadership standard, then I know I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So now, talking about that leadership pedestal, we're first going to talk about the word pedestal. And all pedestal is just being placed above in a high regard or a high level of respect. Now, you throw the leadership into it, it goes together. A leadership pedestal, people placing you above in a high regard or respect. I remember I was the president my junior year at GSW, and I was talking to two of my side brothers, Gary Rounceville and Christian Doyle, and they were talking about, Tony, how are you able to do this, or why do you do this that way? And what I told them guys was that I understand that I'm a leader, and I understand that people are watching me, and I understand that I've been placed on a pedestal. And once you're cognizant that you're on a pedestal, things kind of change for you. A lot of people say they want to be in the lights and they say they want to be the man, but it gets lonely at the top. And it's a lot of things that general members of the organization or the company can do that the president may not be able to do, or the CEO may not be able to do. And I knew that they were watching me. And what I told them guys was, it's important to understand that as a leader, that when you're on that pedestal, you can't do those things no matter how fun it may be. Because as a leader, if you fall off that pedestal, yes, it's going to hurt you. But more importantly, it's going to hurt those people that placed you on that pedestal more. And all leadership is about is trying to get to a different level. And once you understand that all those people that are following you are watching you and waiting for you to mess up or waiting for you to do something great so they can say, hey, that's my president, that's my leader, then it changes. Everything changes. And it may sound fun and seem fun, but it is not. Sometimes it can be nerve-wracking and you may just want to give up the whole leadership role. But you have to understand, if you want to be a great leader and you actually become a great leader, you're going to be placed on a pedestal by many individuals. So I'm telling you, don't be afraid of being placed on a pedestal. Embrace being on the pedestal, but understand the importance of being on a pedestal, because there's going to be a different level of leadership. You're going to have people that's going to start out as leaders down here. And as they get more educated on leadership, they're going to come up here. And then they're going to come to this step and that step. And ultimately, they're going to get placed on the pedestal. So when your leadership level goes from here to here, then you have to reevaluate your leadership style. See what you're doing that can help others go that way. Because like I said earlier, when you fall off that pedestal, it's going to hurt you because you're going to be upset. You're going to be sad because you let this person down or you let that person down. But more importantly, it's going to hurt the people that placed you there because they confided in you. Those people bought into you. They bought into you. They're trusting you with their lives. And unlike the material things that we buy, you cannot get a receipt for somebody's life. So when somebody trusts you with their life, you can't say, oh, I'm sorry, I need a refund, I apologize. It doesn't work like that. So you have to be cognizant of how important being at the top of the leadership pedestal is, and take that serious. Take that pedestal position serious, because everybody's going to be watching you, whether you know it or not. People that like you, people that don't like you, people that want to see you fail, people that want to see you succeed, they're going to be watching you. When I was the president of the GSW South chapter, one of the biggest organizations on the campus. When I was the president of the Student Government Association, I knew people was watching me. Students was watching, professors was watching, administrators was watching. The president of the university was watching me. So I knew that there's certain things that Tony Miller could not do. Not only did I not want to let myself down, but I did not want to let my side brothers down, because I knew where they held me. I knew that I was on this pedestal that they put me on. And I felt like, hey, I may didn't deserve to be on that pedestal, but I understood the importance of Tony, do the right thing, because if my guys see, well, Tony did this and Tony did that, that's going to justify their action. So if Tony did it, I can do it. If the president did it, I can do it. If the CEO did it, I can do it. It doesn't matter. We have to understand that as leaders that's going to be placed on these pedestals, we have to do everything right. And I'm not saying I have to be perfect and be mistake-free, and it's going to get tough. It's going to get lonely and cold at the top, and we have to understand that. But being placed at the pedestal, on the pedestal, it's a very special place. It's a very special position, and I ask for you people that realize that you're on the pedestal, treasure that, and understand what I told you guys today about if you do fall off and the impact that it's going to have on those people who are confiding in you and who have bought into your system, or bought into your program, and bought into you as a person. Understand how important being on the pedestal is. So as I leave you today, I ask you, are you ready to be on that leadership pedestal? And once you get up there, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to do the right thing? Are you going to falter under all the pressure? Are you just going to stand up and embrace the leadership pedestal? This is Tony Miller, the influential mouthpiece, signing out. And remember, you can never get too much inspiration.